It looks like now both teams are trying to secure the center expansions.
Yes, indeed. And we got the Terran looking at the unit counts. He now has 6 battle cruisers, 2 tanks, 2 Vikings, while Oshin is massed 12 Phoenixes with 6 Void Rays and 4 Immortals.
Yes.
So we got Draco the Zerg trying to expand a triple expansion and across the middle. So we're just looks like both sides is just trying to gear up for a final battle in middle somewhere, and it's very, very important that you gain any micro advantage in this big macro war that we're occupying too.
Both teams are just trying to secure the center expansions. As you know, incomes are coming short. Our expansions income are running low.
And Draco now is producing 10 Hydras ready to pop. And
so now we got to scan down, and they do see we have a few units in the center.
Yes.
So they would not. I don't think they will push out since we have a pretty huge army as well.
Yes, yes. So right now we are just concentrating on the
unit
advantage and unit, trying to pump as many units as you can, and while doing so, expand as aggressively as you can. So now we have some Phoenix of the blue Protoss is trying to sneak up and do some harassment, Ravman, and he's just not parked his Phoenix by his battle cruisers. And now we have Terran now is having 8 battle cruisers on field.
Yes, I think his reasons for building those Phoenix was not to harass, but was intended to give backup to his battle cruisers. But he will be harassing one of Draco's expansions, but my Phoenix are just way more powerful, so I'll be taking his Phoenix down really quick.
And with all the Phoenix and Void coming in, just decimated about half of the Phoenix because of the upgrade. Oshin is now on 2-1, and the blue Phoenixes are on 0-0.
Yes, upgrades are very important.
Looks like there's SCVs in this under the battle cruisers, and remember this is prior to patch 1.2, so the SCVs do not get aggressive aggro fire, so they can just repair safely under the battle cruisers.
And right now I do see Draco giving me a pain. No, that was me saying that they were up there, so I told Draco, no, don't go, there's a tank.
Yeah, but I do have one burrowed movement roaches coming down here, and that's the reason doing this is sending one burrow roaches under this massive army is to make sure that there's actually no detection, because we cannot see a hidden observer. But so I was making sure that there's no observation on this massive unit.
And now we are currently engaging the heavy battle.
Yes, and we have roaches moving in, and trying to gonna tank any ground damage that the enemy is throwing at us. We got a massive battle going here. Phoenix temporarily retreating. Now with the Morals and Hydras coming in, they're gonna do a good damage against those ground army, especially the Stalkers. And with the Void Rays coming in, charging on the battle cruisers.
Very, very good damage on the battle cruisers. Now the battle cruisers are going down one by one, retreating that final battle cruisers. His reinforcements are too low, so we are now able to take out their expansions.
And now we have the battle cruisers army being decimated by the tons of Phoenixes, and now they are in full retreat mode.
Yes, and now this is the perfect time for us to strike their current expansions.
Yes, and second expansion, Protons will be going down, Void Rays and the ground control army really going to work.
Yes, they are.
A lot of hydros coming in. What? Hydros are not on 2-2. Pretty good upgrades as well.
My forays are currently max attack and just about upgrading the last armor upgrade for my air units.
Yes, the last armor upgrade is indeed complete, and now we have a mothership.
Yes, mothership is inbound.
The mothership is inbound, and there's one thing that I think we're just trying to do is I think we have pretty much won the game at this point. We have total map control. We have a lot of bases mining or not mining. But it's really strange that we did not seek out this red expansion down, and we're just letting him mine very happily. Look at all those mules mining. That's kind of one blunder for us, right, Oshin?
Yes, I still remember why we just stood there for a second because you told me you wanted to do a Bane Lane Vortex drop.
There's we want to try so bad to do a Bane Lane Vortex because it's probably one strategy that you guys want to try. It's not a very viable strategy by any means. It has a lot of risks, but it's one thing that a Protoss mothership can throw down a vortex into a massive ground army, and then the Zerg will send in about 10 Bane Lanes into that vortex, and when that vortex pops out, everything in that vortex will be decimated. One good thing about this vortex thing is that because the Bane Lane acid is friendly to units, so you don't have to worry about your ground army disappearing on your friendly side. So, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is what we're trying to do, and we're kind of discussing about the strategies right now. So we are letting this red Terran mining very happily down here.
Yes, as he is. He also has another expansion up, down on the right side.
Yeah. Which is really, we should not be letting the red mining like this, and if the red does get an economic advantage and be able to pop out more battle cruisers, this is going to be one real big blunder for us.
Yes, indeed, and he has 48 harvester, which is very good, and constantly getting 1,000 mineral per minute.
Yes, looks like the red is transitioning into massive marine and a siege tank play. But it looks like he wasn't upgrading his siege tanks and marine, and because he's originally going for air units, his units are not very well upgraded at this point. We have now the blue Protoss Wraithman, also not putting a lot of emphasis on upgrades. He's having 0-0.
Very, very bad at this stage.
Yes, and now Dracos has 2-2 Hydras, and Oshin having max air units.
Yes. And I will be also upgrading those plasma shield also.
Desperately only boosting out more Void Rays on his 4 Stargate play. As well as
this is what you should always do, and with very good Protoss player, what they do is they always constantly chrono boost their enable warp gate buildings, just you know, the Stargate and robotics.
So now Draco has how many Bane Lanes in here? Looks like Draco has 28 Bane Lanes now. 28
Bane Lanes, yes.
This will be enough for 2 Vortex if you split the Bane Lanes in half and be able to destroy everything in that 2 Vortex. That Oshin right now has the energy to do that. His mothership is at 200 and will
full energy mothership.
And we'll be able to throw down 2 vortexes as the battle will be continuing, and it will be perfect if we can get all these marines and siege tanks into the vortex along his mass stalkers, because for our opponent there are no air units, and this Bane Lane vortex will destroy everything if everything goes according to plan. We just have to wait and see.
And now the enemy does scan, and he will have his Vikings right to my mothership, and I do believe he does destroy my mothership in time. But he does lost a lot of Vikings to that.
Most of his Vikings. I say it's a very good trade for us.
Yes, very good trades because Vikings are very dangerous to my air units.
All right,
Now,
so
as you see,
we're gonna have a very big battle in the middle right now, which are not very well upgraded at this point. We have now the blue Protoss Wraithman, also not putting a lot of emphasis on upgrades. He's having 0-0
zero
flankers.
zero, very bad at this stage.
Yes, and now Dracos has 2-2 Hydras, and Oshin having max air units.
Yes. And I will be also upgrading those plasma shield also.
Desperately Coney boosting out more Void Rays on his 4 Stargate play. As well as
This is what you should always do, and with very good Protoss player, what they do is they always constantly chrono boost their enable warp gate buildings, just you know, the Stargate and robotics.
So now Draco has how many banelings in here? Looks like Draco has 28 banelings now.
28 banelings, yes.
This will be enough for 2 vortex. If you split the banelings in half and be able to destroy everything and get 2 vortex, that Oshin right now has the energy to do that. His mothership is at 200 and will
Full
be able
energy
to,
mothership.
and we'll be able to throw down 2 vortexes as the battle will be continuing, and it will be perfect if we can get all these marines and siege tanks into the vortex along his mass stalkers, because for our opponent there are no air units, and this baneling vortex will destroy everything if everything goes according to plan. We just have to wait and see.
And now the enemy does scan, and he will have his Vikings right to my mothership, and I do believe he does destroy my mothership in time. But he does lost a lot of Vikings to that.
Most of his Vikings, I say it's a very good trade for us.
Yes, very good trades because Vikings are very dangerous to my air units.
Right,
now,
so
as you see,
we're gonna have a very big battle in the middle right now with banelings, with Hydra, and a massive air unit. Oh, the banelings are getting decimated, but the banelings are trying to move in, and with the Hydra, they are a perfect counter to the stalkers and with Oshin tanks, and really not much to the Juggernaut can do, because my Hydras are pretty well upgraded.
yes. And the tanks are just completely useless at this point as my Phoenix picks them up with my Graviton beam.
Decimated and air units now moving in. It's GG.
It's GG, guys. GG. That's why I laughed, because it was so funny. And here is the end of the game, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
See you guys
Peace.
next time. Okay, good.